Hello everyone, this is my mock lesson plan for We Are in a Book by Mo Willems. So I initially made this table just to brainstorm ideas of what I wanted to do, but I actually really like the way that it displays my plan, so I just decided to leave it. So I would read through the book twice overall. The first time would be more straight through with just a little bit of stopping. And then the second time through would have more class interaction and more stops to ask more questions and go over more things. So the first time through, before we would begin reading the book, we would look at the cover and the title of the book. We would talk about what's on the cover, what kind of pictures it looks like, read the title, and combine those two and kind of come up with a prediction, see what all the kids think that the book's going to be about. I would then talk about the author and what authors even do and why his name's on there. I know that I was looking up kind of ideas for this part of it, and the one that I really liked the best was the teacher said that when before she begins reading a book, she'll be like, I wonder how this book was written. Do you think someone must have written this book and that kind of thing? And I thought that was really cool. So I'd probably do something like that to explain the authors and what they do and stuff. And then I would tell the kids that it's gonna be a book that has a lot of emotions in it and explain like what kind of emotions are gonna be in it. And then I would have them like show me their faces about what they would look like if they were happy, scared, confused, etc. Um, and then I would tell them that as we read the book, I want you to go along with the characters and whatever they're feeling and whatever they're going through. I want you guys to be making those same faces. And if the characters in the book laugh, I want you to laugh with me. I just think that would be a good way for them to like comprehend it more. Because then they're getting like involved with the story instead of just being read to. So then I would begin reading the book and have them do all those things that I explained to them. And while I'm reading the book, I would be pointing and going across like we watched in class with the wand. And like I said, yeah, encouraging the kids to show me their emotion faces and laughing. So then the second time through, before we would begin this time, we would talk about the word banana, and I'd ask them some questions about it, like what is a banana, what color is a banana, and see how many of the kids like to eat bananas. And then I'll have them clap along with me as they say the word banana so we can get the syllables. So you'd say banana while clapping. And then I would explain to them that as we read it the second time, every time that they see the word or hear the word banana, I want them to clap along with me. Banana. So then we would start reading the book, and I would be pointing along with the words and letters as I read, and encouraging them to do the banana tasks that I asked them to do. And then I would stop at the page with the word bubbles in it, because if they're in kindergarten, I don't know if they necessarily know what that is talking about. So I'll ask them if they know what that means and then explain it whether they know or not. And then once the book is finished, I'll have the kids get into groups of 2 or 3 and have them answer some pretty simple questions about the story because they aren't in kindergarten, and so it can't be too complex of questions. So just what was their favorite part, just to get them thinking about what the story was about, what was surprising about the story, what was the most confusing part of the story, or if that's kind of confusing in itself that they don't really know what that means. I would ask what's something that didn't really make sense to you. So we would bring the class back together once the group of 2 or 3 talked about what they thought was their favorite part, most surprising and most confusing, and they would all discuss about who had the same ideas about what. And then we would do a rhyming activity. So I would explain to them what the book was about, and it was about a book that was about being a book. It's kind of funny. And then I would have them shout out as many words as they can that rhyme with book. And as they are saying it, I would write them all on the board, and then I would ask them what rhymes with banana, just to be silly, because then they'd all shout out silly answers and be funny. Um, and then I would go over a few of the words that they came up with that rhyme with book and expand on them to get some more vocabulary in there. Like the few that I was thinking of was like, okay, book, cook, look. So what are things that a cook does, expanding on it in that way and just kind of asking simple questions about that. And one more look at how all of that correlated with the topics we were supposed to cover is right there. And that's all. See you guys later.